Hi guys, it's Cindy, aka Disney Queen. Today I am sharing a Christmas tag. I was tagged by Kaylee Hopkins. She did this in collaboration with Cinder Ali Loves Disney. I will put both of their information below in the description box, but I love tags. I haven't done one in a really long time, and so I think it's neat that I'm doing a Christmas one during my 12 days of Christmas. So you have to stay tuned and find out what my tag is about. So the name of the tag is Christmas Past, Present, and Future. And you could either do one related to Disney or you could do one related to just Christmas in general. And so I'm going to do Christmas related to Disney because even though a lot of my videos the last couple of weeks have not been about Disney, I still love Disney. I miss Disney. And I just thought it would be fun to do the Disney version of this. So I have the questions in front of me. So the first question is Christmas past. Share a favorite Christmas memory. It can be Disney or general Christmas memory. One of my favorite Christmas memories is actually at Disney. We went one year at Christmas time. Actually, we went twice at Christmas time, but the one I remember the most is most memorable was the first time that we went to Disney at Christmas time. And oh my goodness, it was amazing. First of all, we got to stay at the Contemporary Resort, which was a dream because it's the only time I've stayed at a deluxe resort. And I just remember, like, when we pulled up to the Contemporary, I couldn't believe that we were staying there. So, the first time that I walked into Magic Kingdom when it was decorated for Christmas was when they used to have the garland strung across Main Street. They don't do that anymore because of the parades and things, but I just remember it was exactly as people described. It was magical. There was Christmas decorations everywhere. There was music playing. All of the characters were dressed up for Disney's Christmas celebration. I think I had to pinch myself a couple of times because I think at the time it was only our second trip to Disney. It was supposed to actually have been our Christmas gift. And so we had told the children we weren't going to, that Disney was our Christmas gift. We left, I believe, on Christmas Day to come back home. But my husband is like Santa Claus. And so for him, he just could not imagine having Christmas and not having gifts for the children. So, unbeknown to us, he had actually gone around to Disney Springs and some of the Disney shops, and he had gotten Christmas gifts for us. And he had them in Disney boxes. So, when the kids got up that morning, there were items for them. I just remember everything being just magical. We went to Hollywood Studios. We got to see the Osborne lights, and we got to see snow fall. And it was chilly when we went, so it felt like Christmas. Like it was a cold chill. I remember having to put on a hat and gloves and wear a coat. The second time that we went at Christmas time, we took my cousin with us, and that trip was magical too. It is just something about Christmas at Disney. We got to see the parades. This was long before they did like the Christmas parties after hours, so you got to see a lot of the parades and things, and hear the Christmas music. And that was when we went with my cousin. We got to see Animal Kingdom dressed up for Christmas time. We went to the Grand Floridian. That is like one of my favorite things to do, is to go to the Grand Floridian at Christmas time and see the big beautiful tree. I mean, that definitely is something from my past that I have never forgotten. So that is Christmas past. So the next question is, what share something that you are looking forward to about this Christmas. Now, I don't know about you, but Christmas this year is going to be very different. We're not going to be spending it with all of our family. As a matter of fact, it's just going to be my husband and I, and my children are going to come in at different times. We're going to practice social distance. We're going to wear our mask. I don't know if you're new to my channel, that my husband has some underlying health conditions, and so we're being very, very careful. But what I plan to do that day, in order to make Christmas kind of extra special, is each child, well, they're adults, will come in at a different time. I'm going to do breakfast and brunch, and then I'm going to do dinner. So one child will be here for breakfast and will open their gifts. One child will be here for brunch and open their gifts, and one child will be here for dinner and open their gifts. And we're going to Zoom with family members. This is the first time, except for when I didn't live in the area, that I can recall that I didn't spend Christmas with my family. So we are going to Zoom with everyone and open gifts up so that we can see what each person got. I hope to watch some Disney that day and some Christmas movies with my husband. Yeah, it's going to be different, but I think we can still make it special under the circumstances. So I am looking forward to Christmas. I'm in the middle of decorating right now. I'm sitting here looking at my tree. I finally got it up. This is the first year I'm using colored lights, and I'm kind of glad of that because it just gives it like a little extra magical cheer to it. So it's kind of gotten me in the mood for Christmas, and so I'm looking forward to it. So the next question is Christmas future, and she asked, how would your day go? Which park would you go to? What would you eat? Which characters are a must see? What rides are a must do? And are there any other traditions to incorporate that you would incorporate? So let's start with how would your day go? First of all, I would love to do Christmas at Disney once again. I really do think it is the most magical time of the year, and doing it at Disney makes it extra special. We would, if I was doing my fantasy Disney Christmas trip, we would be staying at one of the Disney hotels. I think that I would go to Magic Kingdom first thing in the morning before it got really, really crowded, and then maybe spend the afternoon at Epcot. Where would we do dinner? I would love to do dinner at maybe Vlogmas or even at Ohana's, but if not, we could easily, do dinner just us as a family and go get food and eat it in our hotel room. I think that just the fact that we were at Disney, it really wouldn't matter to me as much where we ate, as long as I was with family. So let's see, which park would you go to? Definitely I would go to Magic Kingdom in the morning, but Epcot is my favorite park, so I think I would do Epcot in the evening, just so I could see all of the different Christmas story times, listen to the Christmas music and the carolers, just walk around and see the different countries and how they celebrate Christmas. We lived in Germany for about 6.5, almost 7 years, and I just remember Christmas in Germany just being extra special. And so I would definitely stop in Germany's pavilion and look around, and it would bring back fond memories for me. So what was what characters? So I definitely would have to see Mickey and Minnie, if at all possible, and definitely would have to see Santa Claus. I mean, you can't have Christmas without seeing Santa Claus. So those would be the top ones for me. Definitely seeing Mickey and Minnie. If it was available, I wouldn't mind seeing the characters from Frozen, but must-see characters for me would definitely be Mickey and Minnie, because I'm a Mickey and Minnie girl. Okay, so what rides are a must for me? Well, at Magic Kingdom, I can't see going without going over to Tomorrowland and riding on the People Mover and just kind of looking around the whole park. I can't see not going and getting on the Pirates of the Caribbean or maybe even the riverboat and just being able to ride around and see all of that. At Epcot, definitely Test Tracks. That's one of my favorites at Epcot. I know there's not as many rides, but I really do love going to the different pavilions, and I love seeing all the different lands. So for me, it wouldn't be so much that I would necessarily be looking to get on any special ride, but just kind of walking around the park and taking in all the atmosphere, looking at all the different decorations, seeing all of the different shops that have different things from different countries, definitely getting some ice cream in France, and going to the Japanese pavilion and looking at all the neat stuff there. So I don't necessarily need to get on rides. I like the atmosphere. I would take the boat from the International Gateway and go over to the different resorts and look at all the different Christmas trees. I love resort hopping, so even if the park started to get crowded, that would be okay with me, because we could just leave and go catch the monorail and go over to the Grand Floridian and see their Christmas tree, and then go over to Contemporary, and then go over to Wilderness Lodge and maybe have lunch, and then look at the Christmas tree at Wilderness Lodge. So yeah, I think for me, just being able to just go around and soak in the atmosphere would be a great way to spend Christmas. So I know that they asked what traditions would you incorporate, and for me, definitely the things that I would incorporate would be park hopping and going to see the different resorts. I think that would make the day extra special. Like I said, I don't necessarily have to get on rides, but just being there with my family, maybe even watching the parades or some of the shows at the castle. I think those are the things that I would most enjoy. So I want to thank Kaylee for including me in her tag. I will put her information below to her video. I'm not going to tag anyone in particular, but if Heather is watching from the Disney Housewife, and if Mariah is watching from Mariah's Whole New World, ladies, feel free to participate in the tag if you have time to. If you'd like to do this tag, feel free to do the tag, and then let me know. If you follow me on Instagram, send me a little message so that I can come over and watch yours. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? And if you want to know when the next video will come out, all you have to do is hit that little notification bell below. So until I see you the next time, have a blessed day. Bye.